Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. And I gotta ask you, are you having fun yet? Is this what you wanted? Good news is our playout chart here is still working very well. Yes, of course, the price wicked down earlier when Bitcoin dumped pretty hard from 36,000 to upper 34,000 range. But truth is, Solana's recovered nicely, and we're still looking at a possibility of the price action closing here at a what is it? It's going to be a bullish engulfing candle if we can get above the 56.50 mark. Okay, so definitely in good shape here. Still, we got this this bull flag pattern play out here, looking good. So I'm confident that we're still going to see some good stuff here. Again, we want to look at a few key details and see if anything's changed since earlier today. But truth is, it's still looking very healthy. So contrary to what we saw in the last 4 hours, it's still in good shape. Okay, just want to preface that. So we're going to take a look at a few key factors here. If you're new to the channel though, I'm not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade. Oh, quick congrats to our community members. My goodness, take a look at this here. Ethereum, 49%, 23 hours, 40% from Link. That's a short we took 5 days ago, and then of course a nice short we took 10 days ago from Bitcoin. So took some nice healthy profits there. Also, Cornix discount is confirmed if you're part of my membership or just you use Cornix in general. Use my link, you'll get 50% discount. That is available as of November 21st. Very last thing too, take a look at this here, nice Solana short scalp, 6 hours, Solana 14% and 5 hours there. BNB Litecoin, so we're scalping the heck out of some of these coins here today. It's really a nice experience, so congrats again to our community members. Thanks so much for the wonderful feedback. Let's take a look here at some key factors. Okay, let's jump in the backend data first, because this has probably changed a lot. Oh my gosh, look at how heavy this amount is here, $37.30. That is a very strong amount of accumulation for volume. So again, this is the last month. Keep in mind that's a big picture. If we look at the last, just say 7 days, it does change a little bit. Obviously, we can see there's just as much below as there is above. Okay, so folks are kind of indecisive right now, but we can see a lot of longs got liquidated here at about $56. Okay, so the recent longs, as I was talking about earlier, be very careful shorting this coin. They actually got swept here with the longs too. Again, those were high leverage though. Keep that in mind, high leverage trades. This is the last 12 hours. We can see a large amount of accumulation in longs and shorts. Shorts are soon to get wrecked here though. So if you got a short open right now, once again, be very careful. I don't recommend shorting Solana, unless of course you're part of our day trading group there on Premium Plus, because we're scalp trading those. That's a different story. It's not a swing trade. But I don't think there's any merit to swing trading the downside here for Solana. It's the reason why we haven't taken a Solana short in our community for our swing trades, okay? So let's talk about the daily, work our way down quickly. Nothing much has changed here, but I do just want to kind of highlight the, that this bullish engulfing candle and how important that is. If we can sweep this whole entire last candle here with a full-on bullish engulfing candle today, we're going to definitely see some upside. Okay, now if you're not familiar with what that is, basically this candle is larger than this one. That's basically what it means. It's engulfing the previous, and that's an extremely bullish candlestick pattern. Majority of the time when you see that occur, it'll continue further from there. Okay, so we should have good momentum leading into tomorrow for that. We can see money flow indexes averaging itself out back up, and we bounced off 70 on the RSI. All great things here. We're still not even close to hitting our moving averages, so that's really null and void. We want to talk about that a little bit though on the 4-hour time frame, mainly because this was a point earlier I was mentioning that the 50-day SMA might work as a support level. It hasn't been tested yet, so truth is it doesn't matter, but it's still relevant to note that the 20-day SMA here is a tentative resistance. Okay, so what does that mean for us? Well, if we continue to average stuff out sideways and we just will naturally be back up above that anyways, we should be in good shape. All the more reason to close at about 56.50 or higher today. If we don't close at that level or higher today, it doesn't mean the price is going to drop hard, okay? Just implies that we got to have kind of look at different scenarios and see if there's other potential playouts that might occur. Because again, it would lower the probability, but it doesn't imply it's going to limit the possibility, okay? Again, we do need to recognize, I talked about this earlier today, 57.80, just for a round number, about $58. Strong resistance level based on previous candle closures. Anyways, yeah, there's a previous resistance there that we have from, I think it was a monthly candlestick close. And $58 could be a point of contention. That's another point that we need to make here. In other words, if the price continues higher and we establish a higher low, we're going to be in great shape. We got to recognize we haven't established higher highs yet, right? We're still making lower highs. So while this pattern looks all well and good, and it's a pretty vicious pattern that usually breaks out to the upside, I'm still a little hesitant to go long because of that. Okay, so just keep in mind there's that thing. TD sequential, there's no overextension here. There's a liquidity level up here between $62 and $64 as a rough estimate. And then, of course, we want to just go ahead and double check the Elliott Wave here and just confirm that it does anticipate, if this is the bottom, again, emphasis on the word if this is the bottom, which seems pretty likely at this point, then we should be able to experience a higher high. So there's stronger likelihood right now that the price action will break 56 and inevitably break 64 and continue to establish, become range bound, or sorry, no, it'll basically create new higher highs and higher lows and continue to essentially break that proximity. Okay, so all good things. These are all very positive things here for Solana. Last but not least, on the hourly, let's see if this has changed much. Ichimoku Cloud, we were within and underneath, and looks like we rejected out. We're retesting again here. So this is a positive sign too. While it's not free and clear of the lagging span, I mean, it kind of is. Our conversion line is barely above the baseline, and we're within the cloud. Technically, you want to have confirmation by waiting another hour or two here, and then the price goes up from that. So at this point, I wouldn't say this is like a perfect scenario, but it's a better case scenario for Solana. In other words, there's a stronger chance that Solana should continue to go higher. We've got to recognize too, though, if Bitcoin does sell off and come down to say low 30,000 range, none of this really matters too much. Only in the sense that it's going to correct itself and likely recover. And this is exactly what happened when Bitcoin sold off right here earlier today. We got a strong, aggressive candle wick down, and the price recovered. Take a look at Bitcoin. Strong, aggressive candle wick down, hasn't fully recovered yet. Okay, so I really think that Bitcoin is still not in the clear, and the way that Solana keeps responding to these sell-offs from Bitcoin is a testament to how well it's going to do in the long run, and more importantly, here in the near future. Okay, so my anticipation is the price is going to continue higher. Even though we don't have full-on confirmation, we're getting really, really close. Okay. All right, that's what we got there, folks. I hope this was sensible and it made sense to you. Make sure you jump on over to our Bitunix exchange here. Recently partnered with them. Phenomenal deposit rewards. Extremely confident exchange. I really love them. I'm a Bitget fan too, by the way. But unfortunately, US, Canadian members can no longer use them. No KYC, no VPN for Bitunix. Thank you again so much for providing this to our community. Deeply appreciate you. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next one. Take care.